What's up, guys? Today taking a look at Go Your Own Way from Fleetwood Mac. Got an SD1 that Lindsay uses. I got some delay and reverb on. Bridge pickup, and the volume is rolled to about 7 tones all the way up. So let's get a shot of the pedals, give you the settings on them. Alright, so there's the SD1, and that's Lindsay's settings, but his level is cranked all the way up. It's just too loud and getting too much feedback since I'm sitting right next to my cab. Over here is the carbon copy. There's 1.5 repeats, so that's to the left, and then the wet dry mix is at 9, and then the milliseconds, it's roughly about 200 milliseconds on that. The reverb, there's the settings on that with some plate. Alright, so we're going to break this up into a bunch of different parts, and it's going to include the entire solo. So the video might be longer than I like doing, but I really like this song. 3rd fret, you're fretting the 5th string, and you're going to pick that twice, and you're going to hammer on after that 5th string, 5th fret. From there, it's 4th string on the 3rd fret picked once. And then it's 4th string on the 5th fret. You're picking that one, sliding into the 7th. And you kind of want to make sure you're doing a nice smooth slide and, you know, rolling your finger up that you're not sliding on the 3rd string as well. Once you do that and get down to 4th string, 7th fret, you're going to pick 4th string, 7th fret, and we're going to slide back to 5 and then 3. And then it's 1st fret, you're fretting the 5th string picked once. That one kind of hangs out there. That ends the very first part. Alright, so the second part starts out on the 3rd fret, and we're only going to be on the 4th string. So you're going to fret 4th string, 3rd fret, pick that 3 times. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and fret the 4th string, 5th fret, pick it once, slide down to 7. And then when we get there, we're going to go ahead and pick the 4th string on the 7th fret once, slid back to the 5th. And then from there, you're fretting 4th string, 3rd fret, picked once. And then it's 4th string, 5th fret, picked once, slid back to the 7th. And that kind of hangs out there. Alright, so the 3rd part starts off on 5th fret. You're fretting 4th string, 5th fret, and you're picking that 4 times. On the 4th time, you're sliding down to the 7th. And as before, you're going to pick the 4th string on the 7th, then we're going to slide back to 5 and then 3. And then right to the 1st fret, you're going to fret that 5th string, and you're going to pick that once. 4th part, we're going to be starting out on the 3rd. It's 5th string on the 3rd fret, but you're really not fretting it. You're getting ready to, and as you pick it, you're going to apply pressure and slide into 5th string, 5th fret. And then from there, it's back to 3rd fret, 4th string. You're going to pick that once. And then it's 4th string, 5th fret once. And then 4th string, 3rd fret once. Alright, so the 5th part, we're fretting the 1st string, which is an F note. And the reason why I mention that, I usually don't mention notes, but over here on the 16th fret, you're fretting that 2nd string. And with your middle finger, you're going to want to fret the 2nd string on the 12th fret. And you're going to bend up to match that pitch of 1st string, 10th fret. So you can hear that. And what he does is he'll strum through 2 and 1. You can hear that's out. So he'll do that, you know, there, and he'll match that. So that's something you want to practice to get in there and get right. Alright, so for the 6th part, I'm going to break it into 3 pieces, just a little easier to retain. So 3rd fret, you're fretting 5th string, you're going to pick that 6th time. On the 6th time, you're going to hammer on to that 5th string, 5th fret. So you got. Once you do that, you're going to pick that 5th string on 5th fret 2 more. Back to 5th string, 3rd fret once. Back to fretting 5th string, 5th fret once. To 4th string, 3rd fret once. Back to 5th string, 5th fret. And that's going to have some vibrato and hang out there a little bit. Alright, so for the second part of this 6th time, we're, still going to, right after you're vibratoing that 5th string on the 5th fret, you're going to pick that twice. To 5th string, 3rd fret once. Back to 5th string on 5th fret once. To 4th string, 3rd fret once. To 4th string, 5th fret once, and that's going to have some vibrato and hang out a bit. Then you're going to pick that 4th string on the 5th fret once. To 4th string, 3rd fret once. The 4th string on the 5th fret, you're picking it once, slide in the 7, back to 5, and then right there, that's going to vibrato for a little bit, and then you're going to pick that 4th string on the 5th fret, and we're going to do that same slide the 7 back to 5, but when you get back there, it's not vibrato, it's picked. And then it's right to 4th string on 3rd fret, picked once. And then from there, it's 5th string on 5th fret, picked once, and that's going to have some vibrato. And that's going to finish up the second part this 6th time around. Alright, so the third part in this 6th part, right after you're done vibratoing and letting that 5th string hang out there on the 5th fret, you're going to pick it once, to 5th string 3rd fret once, to 5th string 5th fret once, to 4th string 3rd fret once, to 4th string 5th fret, you're going to pick it once and slide down to 7, and then right from there, you're going to pick the 4th string on the 7th fret once and slide back to 5. You're going to pick that 4th string 5th fret once, and then it's 4th string 3rd fret picked once, and then 4th string 5th fret, and that one's going to vibrato and hang out, and that finishes up the 6th part. Okay, so that brings us to the 7th part. And I'm going to break this up into 3 pieces. We're fretting 1st string on the 5th fret. So that's an A note. You're going to be fretting 2nd string 8th and 7th with your pinky and ring finger. And you're doing that whole bend until you reach that pitch of that 1st string on the 5th. So when you're strumming, you're going to strum through 2 and 1, and it's going to be 3 times, and then he releases it slightly, and then rebends, and he's just like really wailing on that thing, and it happens like 16 times. So you got... That's the very first part of that. Alright, so the second part of the 7th part, right after you're done doing 16 times strumming that bend and going up and down on 2nd string and 1st string, you're going to take our index finger and fret the 2nd string and the 6th fret. As you release that 2nd string on the 8th fret, when you're releasing that bend, you're going to do a pull off on 2nd string 8th fret to 6. Then you're going to go ahead refret that 2nd string on the 8th, and you're just picking the 2nd string on the 8th. You're releasing it, and you're going to do that same pull off from the 8th to the 6th on that 2nd string. And then we're going to refret that 2nd string on the 8th fret, but we're going to use our you're no longer fretting the 2nd string 6th fret. So you got to change your fingers up. You got to fret 1st string 8th fret, and then it's 2nd string 8th fret, and then 7 and 6 also on that 2nd string. You're going to pick the 2nd string on that 8th fret. You're going to bend up, and as you do, you're going to alternate pick between that bent 2nd string on the 8th to 1st string on the 8th. So you got that happens 3 times, and then right after you do that 3 times, you're going to hold that bend and you're going to strum right through 2 and 1. And that is the 3rd part of the 7th part. Alright, so the 8th part I'm going to break up into 3 sections as well. After you're done strumming that 2nd and 1st on that bend, you're going to take your pinky off that 1st string 8th fret, and as you release the bend, you're sliding down to 2nd string 10th fret. From there, you're fretting 1st string 8th fret picked once, then 1st string 10th fret once, and then you're going to fret 1st string 8th fret once, slid down to 10. That vibratos, and that happens a few times back and forth. Okay, so the 2nd part of the 8th part, we're down here on 14th fret, fretting the 2nd string on 14, 13, and 12. You're going to pick that once, and as you do so, you're going to bend up, release, and then you're going to pick 2nd string 14th fret. From there, we come back and fret 2nd string on the 10th fret picked once. Then we're fretting 3rd string on 12, 11, and 10, and we're going to pick that 3rd string once, do a bend up. You're going to release it, and then you're just picking 3rd string 10th fret once. And then we're going to fret 4th string 12th fret picked once. And then we're just going to roll our finger back down and fret the 3rd string, pick that once, to 3rd string 10th fret once, back over to 4th string 12th fret once. Alright, so for the 3rd part in this 8th part, you're going to fret 1st string 13, 12, and 11. You're going to pick the 1st string on that 13th fret once. We're going to bend up, release, and then pick 1st string on 13th fret. Then we're going to do that same bend and release, and then pick 1st string 13th fret. So that happens twice. Then we move back and fret 1st string 10th fret picked once. Then we come over and fret 2nd string 13, 12, and 11. You're just picking the 2nd string and the 13th fret once. Right after that, we're going to pick it again, but we're going to bend up and release. And then when we release it, we're picking 2nd string 13th fret. And then we're moving back and fretting 2nd string 10th fret picked once. Then we come over and fret 3rd string 12, 11, 10. You're going to pick 3rd string 12th fret. We're going to bend up, release, and then we're going to pick 3rd string on the 12th fret. And then we're going to fret, well, we're just going to remove our ring and middle finger, pick the 3rd string on the 10th fret, and then we're coming over and fretting the 4th string on that 12th fret, pick it once, and slide back, and that's going to finish it up.